I hate my brother. When I was 4, I asked for a brother or sister for Christmas one year. Mom and Dad had said no, it didn't work that way. They said that I was to be their only special little guy. But then, 2 years later, they changed their minds. And so did I. I remember when Mom told me. We sat alone in my room and she cried, telling me how much she loved me. But that soon, I would have a little brother. I was so furious. I couldn't even speak. I began throwing my toys. My mom screamed, begging me to stop, until a plastic truck I hurled hit her in the head so hard it split her forehead open. She ran from my room, bawling her eyes out. I sat in my room alone, seething, the rest of the night. It felt like after that conversation, my parents couldn't care less about me. Mom and Dad prepared for my little brother's arrival. I watched, silently, hatefully, from the corner of what used to be my nursery, as they prepared it for the new arrival. When they weren't looking, I would undo their work. I tore the wallpaper down. I snapped bars off the crib. But everything I did, they just repaired it. They cried. They held each other. But they went on with their plans for my brother. I was enraged. Right before he was born, my dad came into my room, sat down, and begged me to give him a chance, to welcome him into the family. But, just like before, my anger overtook me. However, unlike Mom, Dad appeared less scared and more sad as I raged, hurling toys, eventually even breaking a window. As my tantrum subsided, he sighed, stood up, and left the room. Something bothered me about the way he looked at me when he turned back for the briefest of moments, just before he closed the door behind him. I sat on my bed all afternoon, furious. Hours later, still angry, I heard voices downstairs. Curious, I left my room. I saw Mom and Dad in the living room, talking to a man dressed all in black. I noticed something funny around his neck, something white. I couldn't really quite understand what they were talking about. What's an exorcism? Unto the world was born a three-eyed angel, with one eye that could see the past, one eye that could see the present, and one eye that could see the future. On the first day, locals assembled to watch the angel open his eye to the past. He saw all of the horrors we had endured and caused. The bloodshed, the murders, the gas showers, the pointless abuse, and the centuries of strife. He shed a single tear for every victim, until he cried so many tears the eye rotted away. On the second day, the word had spread to nearby villages, and they joined the locals as they witnessed the angel open his eye to the present. He saw the wars in the Middle East, the famine to the south, the corruption and the greed. Once he had seen it all, he sewn his eyes shut so it would never open again. On the final day, a crowd of thousands had amassed at the gates to watch the three-eyed angel as he opened his eye to the future. It only took an instant before the angel shrieked, swung his hands up, and gouged his eye out. The killer put his boots on and went downstairs. He drank coffee before his kitchen window, enjoying the peace and quiet, then decided he couldn't face another family-filled Saturday morning of noisy cartoons, spilled milk, and scattered Cheerios. When the sun rose, so did his garage door, and he made his escape. Outside, he focused so intently on yard work that he didn't even hear the voice until he was mowing, later that afternoon. The voice was a breathly whisper in his head, drawing its words out slowly as if dredging them up from a dark pit. "Kill them," said the voice. He ignored it, pouring more gasoline into the lawnmower. He grumbled about how it was slightly too small to finish the yard on one tank. "Kill them," said the voice. The lawnmower roared back to life. The killer replaced his earbuds, searching his phone for something loud and upbeat. But music didn't help. Nothing drowned out the voice. Its sinister whispers hissed over every beat. "Kill them. Kill them." Once the lawn was finished, the killer returned the lawnmower to its spot beside the bicycles. Back inside, he stumbled over discarded toys, but he refused to let the mess rile him up. A shower came next, and he scrubbed viciously at his grime-covered body. Even so, he still felt unclean by the time the water turned cold. The voice had thrummed with each pulse of the shower head. "Kill. Kill. Kill." If only he could hide in that bathroom forever. Instead, he toweled off, put on comfy clothes, and rejoined his family. Saturday night meant ordering pizzas, pouring juice, and watching bright, happy movies for the millionth time. He sang along with the animated characters, thankful his wife didn't notice when the voice occasionally made him insert "kill" into the lyrics. After letting the kids stay up too late, he carried them to their rooms, stubbornly ignoring the voice while his trembling hands tucked them in. Then he slipped into bed alongside his wife. Now his anxiety grew. This was the worst part of the day, when the voice knew he was trapped. And sure enough, "Do it. Do it now." He squeezed his eyelids together. The voice did not appreciate this. Its whispers became shouts, which soon swelled into unrelenting screams. "Do it! Kill them while they sleep! Kill them all!" Eventually he broke. Sitting up, he yelled back at it. "No! I can't!" The voice immediately quieted, transforming into a snake-like, mocking tone. "Why not?" it asked. "You know why." "No. Tell me." Because I already killed them." "You did?" "Yes," sobbed the killer. "Weeks ago. I thought it would make you go away." At last, silence fell. The killer sank back into his pillow, staring at the ceiling. But just as he was finally drifting off, the voice slithered back into his head. "Kill them," it whispered, starting all over again. Tears streamed down the killer's cheeks. Dawn seemed to be an eternity away.